I'm just going to say it straight up, Stace. I think this is a slam dunk, home run, walk-off slam in Game 7 of the World Series. I think this is a great trade for the Yankees.
Matt Gage, we hardly knew you.
You are Locked On Yankees, your daily New York Yankees podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Yankees, which is part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you for making us your first listen every day. I'm Stacey Gotsoulias. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. New customers join today and you'll get $200 in bonus bets if your first bet of $5 or more wins. Visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn to get started. With me as always is my producer, Steve Granado. Steve, happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That's right. We're doing a show on Tuesday. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we're talking again here 5 days a week. Back to 5 days a week. So we are rocking and rolling. It is basically in season. Thanks for clicking on the show today, guys. We have a whole bunch of stuff we need to get to today. Of course, like I said, we're back to 5 episodes. So in case you kind of took a little hiatus on Locked On Yankees or just Yankees news in general, we're going to give you our top 5 off-season episodes to get you caught up for spring training. So we're going to do that later on in the show. We also wanted to tell you about this like insane deal, this like crazy deal that the Yankees are now doing for 2024. So that's coming up later on in the show. But first, Stacey, the Yankees make a trade on Monday with the Dodgers again, dipping back into the well.
Yeah.
The Yankees have acquired Caleb Ferguson for Matt Gage and Christian Zazueta. I'm just going to say it straight up, Stace. I think this is a slam dunk, home run, walk-off slam in Game 7 of the World Series. I think this is a great trade for the Yankees.
Matt Gage, we hardly knew you. We were talking about it before the show, but yeah, this feels like this is like a sneaky good move. People are sleeping on this move. They don't really understand that it's that good a move.
This is a massive move. I think that as massive as a move for a non-closer can be out of your bullpen, for East Coast baseball fans, obviously the majority of the folks that are watching and listening to this, you got to realize how good Caleb Ferguson has been for the Dodgers over the last few years. He has been one of their most high leverage used pitchers. He's a left-handed option. He's been there for a long time. He's been with LA for his entire career. And he's been playing in the postseason. He's been pitching in the World Series. Like, this guy has serious pedigree. And not only that, Stacey, when you realize what the Yankees quote unquote gave up, it's really nothing. Like you said, Matt Gage hardly knew you. Didn't even get your name.
Yeah.
And he's shipped out. Christian Zazueta is a 19-year-old right-handed starter who has only pitched in the Dominican Summer League. 20 starts in the Yankees affiliate. So what are you giving up here?
Right.
Really nothing. I think this is a massive score for the Yankees. And I've seen people replying in the comments of the tweets and stuff and like freaking out like, you guys screwed up and didn't get Hader. Okay, and Yankees, when you're looking at this bullpen, dude, has somehow gotten better from a year ago. And it was arguably the best bullpen in baseball last year. Stace, Matt Gage goes to LA. We believe he has an option left. And that looks like what the Dodgers are going to end up doing here is sending him to OKC, their AAA affiliate. Of course, they ended up signing Ryan Brasier, who was one of the most insane pitchers in relief baseball last year. Like, he was insane out of the bullpen. So they signed him, and he takes that spot in all likelihood. So Caleb Ferguson can't be optioned. He's in the final year of a contract, so he'll be a free agent after 2024. So he has to be on the Major League roster. By my count, that's fine, because he's going to be on the Major League roster. Even if he had the chance to be optioned, he would have been on it anyway. That's how good he's been, and that's how many big games he's pitched in. Look at this, Stace. Over 2022 and 2023, Caleb Ferguson, ground ball rate, 48%. 48%. Nearly half of the balls put in play on the ground. I mean, that's great. The Yankees are always looking for that. They now have their Wandy replacement. They now have their if Clay Holmes is bad / if Clay Holmes is hurt closer option. This is a win, dude. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how people aren't like calling this a slam dunk like I am.
It's because Yankee fans live in a bubble where they don't know about the Dodgers and people on the West Coast. I mean, it's true. And they don't have any idea about how good Caleb Ferguson has been. But once they realize that this is the kind of deal that should anger baseball fans, because it feels so lopsided in the Yankees' favor. Like how Yankee fans were getting mad at the Orioles trade the other day. It feels like other teams, if they knew more about Caleb Ferguson, would be annoyed that the Dodgers were just like, here, take him. Because that's basically what it is.
They were seriously like, solve our 40-man issue.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, here, grab this kid from the Dominican Republic and this guy that we haven't even shook hands with yet.
Right.
And they're like, okay.
Cool, thanks.
That was it. Yeah, cool, thanks. Sweet. Like Dodgers, Yankees all of a sudden are like a match made in heaven on trade situations here.
They're like how the Pirates and the Yankees used to be.
They're just flooding with trades. Stacey, we wanted to do our Locked On Yankees projected roster 2.0.
Ooh.
We have it officially here today. Stacey, it's getting pretty tough to figure out this bullpen right now. It's going to come down to a couple of really heated spring training battles. That who's going to make this opening day roster. It is filled. Like I said, this bullpen is nothing to laugh at right now. It is a very seriously good bullpen with plenty of options for injuries, plenty of depth for if guys don't perform. It's going to be short hooks this season, so long as there's at least genuine health. Obviously, the rotation is set now. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Marcus Stroman, Nestor, and then Clark Schmidt. That's your rotation. We have the bullpen right now. The 8 guys making it as Jonathan Loaizaga, Victor Gonzalez, Clay Holmes, Luke Weaver, Ian Hamilton, Caleb Ferguson, Tommy Kahnle, and then I have Nick Ramirez on the bubble. That is would be a third left-handed relief option, Stacey. A third left-handed relief option. They finally watched the show.
Yeah, I think the Yankees watched the show and watched us talk about that, and they did what we wanted them to do.
Yeah, they have left-handed relief options. And, of course, there is still more waiting in the wings than Matt Crook. The position players haven't changed at all. Rizzo, LeMahieu, Torres, Volpe, and Peraza is what we have here on the infield with Trevino and Rortvedt. Don't yell at me in the comments. As your catchers, Giancarlo Stanton, the DH, your outfield of Judge, Soto, Alex Verdugo, and Trent Grisham, and then Oswaldo Cabrera as the utility. So again, nothing has changed from 1.0 to 2.0. This is a very early look at what your 2024 Yankees can look like. And yes, there are question marks when it comes to that starting rotation, Stace, and we're not overlooking those. But when it comes to that bullpen, dude, there's going to be serious battles. That doesn't include Cody Petite. That doesn't include, like I said, Matt Crook. I mean, I could just rattle off the names here. It doesn't include Ron Marinaccio. Doesn't include Scott Effross. Like, it's pretty serious right now, dude. I really, really like this bullpen.
So the Yankees essentially made a super bullpen very quietly and without big names.
Yes, they didn't get Hader. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They got Caleb Ferguson for nothing.
Stacey, every day is no. I don't do this a lot. Bravo, Brian Cashman. Bravo.
Yeah. This is a big deal. If you're just watching the show for the first time, Steve and Brian Cashman it's like Brian Cashman's like Voldemort when it comes to Steve. So this is a big deal. This is like me saying nice things about, I guess, Aaron Boone, maybe.
maybe. I mean, flipping Flo, for getting something out of that, and then all these waiver claims, these DFAs, these flips of flavors.
Yeah, like all these little moves added up to them being able to do this. Yeah.
Very well done. Very, very well done. Let us know how you're feeling about this in the comment section down below. Of course, while you're there, leave your questions for Fan Mail Friday. All you got to do is hit that reply icon on that pinned comment, and you can leave a question for Fan Mail Friday that returns on Friday. And, of course, if you want to guarantee answers to your question either on the show or in text form, you can always join the Locked On Yankees Insiders Club. That's in the episode description down below that like button, and you can check out a 14-day free trial to get a whole bunch of really cool perks here on that. So check that out. All right, the Yankees have a killer deal. Details on that when we come back.
Locked On Yankees is sponsored by eBay Motors. Passion, drive, and patience. What brings home the winning trophy is what also keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. From superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more, whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has got you covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to turn your car into the MVP and bring home that win. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only and exclusions apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit is only available to U.S. customers.
Back here on Locked On Yankees, Tuesday edition of the show. Don't forget to check out Locked On Sports Today, 24/7 streaming YouTube channel here on the YouTube side. And you can get the top stories on the top shows every single day, 24/7. And of course, Stacey, we are back to 5 days a week, which is why you are listening/watching to this on a Tuesday. We're back, baby. We're back.
We are back.
Which means baseball's almost back. And the Yankees, this is not a sponsored segment. It's going to sound like one.
I know.
They announced a legitimately good deal on Monday. They're calling it Yankees Universe. Okay, one.
Well, that's been around for a while. That's always bugged me because it feels like, oh, well, it's Red Sox Nation. We're going to call ourselves Yankee Universe because it's bigger. Whatever.
I think it's lame. I think it's a bad name. I don't love it.
Yeah,
but that's besides the point. Stacey, again, this is going to sound super sponsored, and I swear it's not. But this is just a legitimately good deal. So they have two different things, two different packages. One's called the rookie membership, and the other one's the Explorer. The Explorer is the cheaper one. The rookie is the bigger one for some reason. I don't know why rookie is the higher package. Again, branding aside, this is what you get with it, Stacey. For both tiers, you get access to a members only website. Okay, fine. You get MLB at bat for computer and mobile devices. I don't know if that means you get like a full MLB TV package. I don't know what that means, but you get at bat for computer and mobile, whatever that means. 10% off a single eligible order at Yankees.com, the shop. Fast track entry into Yankee Stadium next to Gate 2. And then you get fast track entry into the Yankees Museum. So you get to skip the line. You get the fast pass. In the rookie membership, you get 2 tickets to a game in the main level for $60. That's all of that for $60. And you also get a Yankee shirt. In the Explorer membership, you get those same two tickets, but you get it on the terrace level. And then you also get like a little gift, not a shirt, but something else. This is
terrace level
great.
Outfield, just to be clear, because
Yes.
there is a difference between terrace level behind the plate and terrace level outfield. But it's not bad out there. My season tickets that transferred over from the old stadium for the first couple of years, I was in section 305, which is the very last section of right field, lower upper deck. And the only thing that was negative about it was it took me a good 4 to 5 games to get used to the view of home runs coming toward me as opposed to going out in front of me. So I couldn't tell until people started cheering. That's when I knew a home run was coming because you couldn't see.
Sure.
You also couldn't see anything. So, but they're not bad seats. It's just if you're stuck out in 305, though, you're going to be in the sun from like 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. So if you're there all day, it's it's tiring, but it's nice. And that's
for
really
$30
good deal. Yeah, that's a good for
30?
2 tickets. For 2, that's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Obviously, there's going to be like the blackouts. You're not going to be able to.
Oh, no Red Sox, no
like
Mets. Yeah, no Astros. It's not going to be like that.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you want to go to a game against like, the A's.
Yeah. Like, I see so little downside to this deal. Like, even if you were just getting the tickets and a shirt.
Yeah. But the fast track getting in ahead of everyone else, because let's just be real. Stadium's been open 15 years now, or it's going into its 15th year, and they still don't know how to get people into the stadium in a timely manner. It's like, you think you'd get that right 15 years later, but still you have games where the lines are snaking and, the attendance shaming on social media, like, oh, there's no one there. It's like they're all stuck outside because people don't get to the game until it's about to start. So yeah, the
Wow.
fast track thing, it's
See,
like
I
using
knew-
that
I knew
clear
we-
thing.
I knew we had something in common when it comes to West Coast fandom and yeah, we get that all the time. It's like, dude, do you realize how hard it is to get to Staples Center on a Friday afternoon?
Yeah. And it's
Any
like
idea how hard that is?
and for people in New York, if you're working till 5:30, you know, not that it's that long to get from like Midtown if you're working in Midtown to get up to Yankee Stadium, but I feel like if it's a 6:35 start, which sometimes happens in the beginning of the season,
Oh, it's
that's when you
impossible.
see when it's like
Yeah,
yeah, the crowd starts to file in at like 7:15. You're like, oh, okay, that
yeah,
yeah.
I could get there by then. I had to get something to eat.
right.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, whatever. Back to the point. This is a crazy good deal, dude. Like, if I lived in New York, even if I weren't a Yankee fan, if I were just like even if I were a Mets fan, I'd be like, dude, this is actually a pretty good deal. Like, if I wanted to go hang out with my Yankee friend at a game on some random Thursday night in the middle of the summer, like, why don't we just do this? You can have the shirt, and we'll get 2 pretty good seats for $30 a pop.
Fun fact, I've never gone to the Yankee Museum.
Well, now you get fast track entry. Does this sound like an ad? Maybe I should be a salesman after this. 'Cause, like, I feel
maybe
like
I
I'm
will.
really
Maybe
selling it.
I'll sign up for this so I can get fat because I don't want to wait on the line. I just want to
Yeah,
go.
well, you can get that lower membership even if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real, you can move around.
Yeah.
They're not gonna check.
Oh no, they're not going to check, and especially if it's terrace level, they may actually because they're lower level of the upper
Mm.
deck. In all honesty, though, I actually like sitting way up in the upper deck because you see everything.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I think I just pitched it to you and I just sold it to you, and now I think I get a commission on it.
We'll see. But I do have to start going to games again. I've only been to 4 games since 2019. I know 2020 doesn't really count, but that's considering I had partial season tickets for 15 years and went every time I had tickets. I got to get back to going to the stadium and experiencing it in person.
Got to get back to the ballpark. Let us know how you're feeling about the Yankees Universe thing. Do you like this deal? Are you going to be taking advantage of it? I mean, look, let's be real. It's admitted slow news here in February, but it's a pretty good deal, man. I like this deal a lot, and I'd take advantage of it if I lived, not 3,000 miles away. But anyway, okay, like we said, we are back to 5 days a week. So what did you miss in the offseason? Our top 5 offseason episodes when we come back.
Happy Super Bowl to all who celebrate from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. If you're like me, Super Bowl Sunday is all about scoring the best seat on the couch, grabbing your favorite football snacks, and placing some super bets. I love everything about Super Bowl Sunday, the game, the commercials, the food, the halftime show, and I also love parlays. Those are always fun bets to make. FanDuel has so many ways for you to end the season with a W, or 2, or 3. Not only can you bet on who will win Super Bowl 58, but FanDuel also has bets for which players will score a touchdown, how many points will be scored, and so much more. New customers join today and you'll get $200 in bonus bets if your first bet of $5 or more wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/lockedon to sign up. That's FanDuel.com/lockedon. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Back now on Locked On Yankees, our final segment. Stacey, for our folks who gave up after the season, right? The season's over and they're just like, all right, man, I'm done with the Yankees. It's time to start creeping back into it, right? You get like, hey, what are the Yankees doing this offseason? Well, how's this team looking as we slowly approach pitchers and catchers, which is in as of this episode's release, 9 days now. Pitchers and catchers in 9 days. 9 days. So we wanted to give you a list, and all of these will be in the episode description as we always do, but a list of our top 5 episodes from this offseason that's going to get you all caught up from pretty much what happened at the end of last season to now. So Stacey, why don't you kick us off here with number 5?
Well, one of the first biggest stories of the offseason, at least for the Yankees, and not that it was a shock because you were saying it all season and we were saying it leading into the offseason and during the playoffs, but Garrett Cole won the Cy Young and we celebrated with an episode, obviously.
Yeah, so that was a whole fun one. We had the reactions from the players and stuff. Remember, the Yankees did like this little video, so we talked about that. And we just like we're following up with how people were reacting online, like our Yankees community as well. So it was super cool. And it was not shocking, to say the least.
And you got to rub it in that you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. I was just continuing to further the narrative that I am an absolute genius. So there's that. What's number 4, Stace?
So number 4, I thought it would be fun for people to look back at the time that we went live, because Marcus Stroman had posted a picture on Instagram of himself in a Yankee uniform, photoshopped, and we thought, oh, something might be happening here. And it was literally 2 minutes into the show when the news came out that he was officially signing with the Yankees. So you got to see our live reaction to that happening, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, we like those live episodes too. Like those are super fun, especially for our audio listeners. Hey, we're still thinking about you. We always thinking about you. But for the audio people, they don't get that benefit of those live episodes, right? That's why we always say, like, yeah, you can always pull the audio for when you're on the subway or whatever, but definitely make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube side, because you'll get notifications when we go live, which admittedly isn't a whole bunch, but you might be looking for instant analysis or things like that. And I like doing those lives, and that was a super fun one. Obviously, we went live right after Soto. That was super cool. But the Stroman one, for it to happen on the show, it was, like you said, just minutes after we started chatting.
Funny.
It was like right away, and I was like, oh, it's official. It is announced and done. So that was super cool that we were able to do that. And those episodes usually are about 45 minutes to an hour, and they're hanging out with fans. We're usually answering questions. Actually, we're always answering questions so it kind of turns into like a live fan mail Friday. So those have been fun. We've only done them a couple of times, and I want to find an excuse to keep doing them because I always have a good time.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should do them more. We just need reasons.
Yeah, just give us reasons to do it.
Yeah. Number 3, we reacted to our worst takes, which whoo, some of them are really bad.
Yeah, we had planned that one for a while, a couple of months. So we pulled our worst takes from the 2023 season all the way back to like spring training. But in that episode as well, there's a couple of nuggets of our best takes. So
that's true. Yes, and you can watch that and see how right we were about certain things.
Yeah, you're looking for the positives, not just the negatives, guys.
That's
but yeah,
true.
that's a fun one.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being too negative today. Well, we weren't negative about the trade. Or the trade. We weren't negative about the trade. We were just, and then we were just kind of goofing on the Yankees Universe thing. But the deal was good. It's just,
Deal's a good deal. I love a good deal.
Mm-hmm. And then number 1, if you missed it, this was our.
Well, you missed number 2, Stace.
Did I? Oh my God. Hi. So sorry. Number 2, biggest move of the offseason, I have to say. The Yankees made a trade for Juan Soto. I don't know if anyone remembers that, because it feels like it happened.
What?
I
missed it.
It feels like it happened 6 months ago, but our everything you need to know about the Juan Soto trade, there you go, episode is our number 2. How did I skip over that? Good Lord. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a massive one. Obviously, we dissected the deal, talked about how he might end up being used. We did that for about a week. We were talking about it. So if, you don't get what you want out of that one, there's like a couple other episodes that'll be right there around the same time. So definitely check those out. But that first one kind of breaks down the whole nuts and bolts. We had some of our live episode in that as well that were cut up and clipped up when we had Javier Reyes on. And then, of course, later on that week, we also broke down roster construction and lineups and all that stuff. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on Soto.
And number 1, we're here now. It's number 1, right? Okay. The day after Juan Soto, we recorded with Michael Kay. We recorded an interview and we put it up the day after we recorded with him, but it was the day after. So we got to talk about Juan Soto and we got to talk about a bunch of stuff with Michael Kay. And it was really, really a lot of fun. He was really forthcoming, and I really had a blast during that episode.
Yeah. He also talked about his days working on a Nintendo game, an N64 game. So you should definitely check that out. It's number 1 for a reason. That was super fun. Stacey, I want to credit you because you're the one that got Michael Kay on the show. So bravo to you. If I got to give a bravo to Brian Cashman on today's episode, I'll give one to you too.
Thank you.
But yeah, I love that. That, full disclosure, cards on the table was a dream come true for me. Like, you guys know, if you're watching the third segment of a February episode of Locked On Yankees, you probably know I didn't grow up a Yankees fan, but I've always idolized Michael Kay as a play-by-play myself. I love Michael Kay, and it was a thrill to have him on the show. Like, it was seriously like a dream come true. I loved every second of it. So I'm sure you could see that because I never stopped smiling that whole episode. So
yeah, you were really, you were like a kid in a candy store. You were really happy.
Yeah, but of course, like we said, Stace, there's a whole bunch of good episodes that we covered over the off season, and if you're looking for things to get ready for spring training, we're going to be doing more. Clearly, we're going to preview spring training. We're going to preview some of the bullpen battles, the positional battles, everything that you need to know when we get there. We're still a couple of weeks away from everything getting started. Pitchers and catchers on the 15th, but yeah, we're right there, Stace. 9 days away. 9 days away.
I can't believe it. It felt like it would never get here, and yet it also felt like it went really fast.
Yeah. Well, now we're talking every day about the Yankees, which means we're right there now. So make sure to subscribe, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day here on Locked On Yankees, once more, we are back for like 10 months.
Yeah.
We're essentially back. So get used to us. Of course, don't forget to join the Locked On Yankees Insiders Club. If those 5 episodes a week aren't enough for you, if you need direct access to us, then you can join the Locked On Yankees Insiders Club. 14-day free trial in the episode description. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Locked On Yankees. I'm Steve Granado.
And I'm Stacey Gatsoulias, and we will see you tomorrow.